We are witnessing in real time the biggest expansion of price in CS skins we've ever seen. This was the previous one when CS2 first got announced. You saw skins jump up massively in price. Everybody was euphoric. They came back down a little bit, consolidated for a long time. But recently, with the player count jumping to all-time highs, once again, that is above the previous player count we got initially when CS2 was first announced. Average player count well over 1 million at this point. It has sent skins to levels that are just insane, especially phase 2s, and I'll get into all of the specifics in a second, but phase 2s in the past 4 months have doubled. The Karambit phase 2 has doubled in price. I was saying at these levels, I was like, they're kind of too expensive. I don't really want to buy one. And now they're $4,000 for a Karambit phase 2 Doppler. But let's take a look at the rest of the market because they are far from the only thing that is absolutely blown up. Another thing that I've talked about in pretty much every one of these videos is gloves. CS has not introduced new gloves in I believe 3 or 4 years. It's been an extremely long time, so because of that, obviously, the few rare gloves, good looking gloves that are in the game are going to blow up in price. And a lot of other stuff as well, but you can see a lot of double digit earners in the past 24 hours, by the way. This isn't like a month or anything. This first bar is the past 24 hours. Karambit Doppler up 20%. Gloves are up. Deagle Blaze is up. I got one of these like a week ago. I don't know why it's up 14%, but I'll take it. And then gloves are up more and more. Pandora's boxes are already 13 grand, so I don't think they're going to move too much. But as you can see, most of the double-digit earners are gloves and phase 2s. They're pretty much everything that's blowing up right now. You've got butterfly knives blowing up as well. And let me actually explain to you guys why this is happening. And I do it in pretty much every video. Now, where's the glove case? $13. $13 for this thing. I checked a day ago and I'm pretty sure it was 11, or it was a couple of days ago. Yep, $13 for this thing. It is blown up in price. And if you guys don't know, you can't get this as a drop anymore unless you get extremely lucky and get a rare drop. So there's very, very few of them coming into the game. And obviously there's a ridiculous amount of demand, or else they wouldn't have got to this $13 price range. They were once at 3 cents when they were active drops. But if a case is no longer being dropped in the game, and it has some of the only good looking gloves in this game, it's going to blow up in price. Now, of course, if we look at that from a knife perspective, we have the breakout case as well, where I sold all of mine for, I believe, $3 each, and I had like 4,000 of them. Or no, I didn't have that many. I had a lot of them, and I sold them for a very cheap price. It was probably the dumbest thing I've done in this game. They've blown up as well. Of course, they only have the butterfly knives, super sought after, so they have just blown up. Not as much as the glove case, but they're still doing extremely well.
This video is sponsored by Skins Monkey. If you've been looking to trade out your old boring skins for new ones, Skins Monkey is the place. By clicking the link in the description, you'll get a 35% deposit bonus when depositing with cash and crypto, and up to a free $5 bonus on your first trade. So be sure to click that link. Skins Monkey also has the freebies tab where they run 24/7 giveaways that are completely free to join with crazy skins. And if you're looking to actually get your hands on some good skins, Skins Monkey is the quickest way to do it. So be sure to get that free $5 and 35% deposit bonus now, trading your CSGO skins with that link at the top of the description.
Now, how long is this going to continue for? Is it market manipulation like I've been seeing a lot of people saying on Twitter, stuff like this? Well, let me actually first cover why people think it's market manipulation. And there's a fair, valid argument for this. Rick Grimes, who is just pretty much a random CS Twitter account, says insanely rich Chinese buyers coordinate in private chats to mass purchase specific knives, gloves, and skins. Now we see tons of accounts stacked with these same items. Right now the CS market is pure manipulation by wealthy Chinese, and then he links this guy's account that has almost 200 pairs of slingshot gloves, as you can see, all different conditions. And the thing about the CS market, and somebody actually covers this in the comments, I don't know who did it, where is it? Says when the CS market is only $4 billion according to Price Empire, which is true, and there's thousands of skins, it's really easy for the wealthy to manipulate it. You made 300 because this guy sold his slingshots. They made 100,000. Now, it's a fair argument because, I mean, specific skins in CS are very easy to manipulate, especially if you buy 180 of them. But the thing is, the player count is so high. We saw something like this happen initially during the CS2 release, and then the market really cooled down when we dropped off like 200,000 average players and millions in peak players. Like, that's a 500,000 difference in peak players from just like a year ago. So are some skins getting massively manipulated because some big investors are just stocking up on them? Sure. But you can take advantage of this. It's not like you couldn't buy these skins that are super limited and then sell them when they reach these ridiculous prices. We know what the good stuff is. People love the phase 2s, people love the gloves. They're super limited, and obviously the really high player count, there's going to be way more people purchasing them, and it's going to make a lot of people money. Is this whole move in the entire market manipulation? No, it's not. It can't be. I mean, obviously there's just a lot of demand to buy skins, and I mean, you're making ridiculous amounts of money if you own any skins, and it's why I suggest to hold for a very long time. And I mean, who knows how long this is going to continue for? If the player count continues to grow, which it still is pretty significantly every month, then I think this could continue for a very long time. Now, we do have to realize that things doubling in price over like a 4-month period is pretty insane. And despite the insane demand, people aren't going to pay these prices forever, and they probably will drop significantly. So taking profit's never a bad thing, especially if something is going up 20% in a day. But just realize, I think long term, this market is absolutely incredible. If you look at this chart, like I did when it happened, you would see 2,500 and be like, yeah, this is going to pull back in price. I looked at this at 3 grand and said it was going to pull back in price, and now it's at 4 grand. So just holding long term is great for this market. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. The market is just going absolutely crazy. You guys have probably made a lot of money. If you're looking for something to buy, I was gonna say stick with the butterfly knives, but even they have gone up a ridiculous amount in the past 24 hours, which I like to stay away from. Either way, I think knives are always good, and stuff in rare cases like the glove case, like the breakout case, stuff like that is always good, and those gamma dopplers are doing great as well. So those are a few of the things I would stick towards. I'm gonna make a more in-depth video on what's performing the best right now and all that, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But beyond that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've made some good money, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.